everybody, I wanted to do an updated seedling tour. It's March 13th. My seedlings were planted at the end of January and early February. I planted some perennials and some cold hardy annuals, and I just started planting down in the basement some warm season annuals, which I'll show you in a minute. But first, these are snapdragons. This is the rocket mix and Madam Butterfly, and also Potomac. Now this tray needed to get watered, so I just bottom watered this tray. It's getting really dry. These have been hardening off over the last few days. I'm hoping to get them out planted this weekend. If not this weekend, I'll have to wait until next weekend, but they're really ready to go out. And then back here is some Dara, which needs to be planted out. This in the middle here is verbascum. And then in the front here is two types of rudbeckia. It's the Sahara rudbeckia and Goldilocks. And then over here I have a tray of statice. It's different colors: purple, apricot, light yellow. And I had a little spotty germination in the middle there. These also need to get planted out. This is the stage I planted them out last year. And then over here is lupin, which is doing well. I'm hoping it can become a perennial. I know I've grown lupin before and it hasn't come back for me. I do have one lupin plant that comes back every year, so this is the Russell mix, and I don't know if it's going to be perennial in my area. We'll have to see. And then in the back is Lombada, which is a annual Monarda. I kind of overseeded that. And then over here is some more Lombada. And then in the back is Mountain Mint, which is taking a really long time to get to a sizable seedling size. It just took a while to germinate. And I have some of this growing already in my garden. I use this as a filler. And then over here, I ran out of seedling mix, so I have a combination of seedling mix and potting mix. This is all strawflower in the back, I believe. And then in the front, this is petunia. And I think 3 different types of wave petunia. And as you can see, they're pretty tiny still. And then over here is strawflower. And in the back, I ran out of cell trays, so I had to just sprinkle some seeds onto a tray, and I'm going to have to spread that out a little bit, but that's more strawflower. And then my last tray over here is Sweet William. This is the Amazon series. This also needs to get hardened off and planted out pretty soon. So my seedlings are doing pretty well. I'm going to start later in March. I'm going to start some tall marigolds, some zinnias, and some celosia and some amaranth, and some basil. So I'll start that. I want to wait until I have transplanted the snapdragons and the statice and the Sweet William so I can free up some trays so that I can use those trays for my, my summer annuals. And then I'll be going into my garage this weekend and looking to see how my dahlias overwintered. I wrapped them with saran wrap and put them in a plastic tub in my garage. So hopefully they've done okay. And also tomorrow I'm going to start my ranunculus. I'm starting it late this year because last year I started it too early and they all rotted in the rainy March and April. So I'm planting them later this year. So I'll show you guys more of my seed starting and videos of the community garden space. I'm actually going to be renting a 3rd plot. The plots aren't very big. So right now I have 2 plots. And I was asked if I wanted to rent a 3rd, so I am going to do that so I can grow more flowers. And I grow perennials and annuals. both for myself, for my own yard, as well as cut flowers for sale. I make bouquets and I sell them at my mailbox on the weekends as a way to make money for my daughter's summer camp. So it's not a very big operation, but it's growing, and people in the neighborhood seem to like my flowers. So, and I love flowers, so it's nice to share my love of flowers with others. So stay tuned for more seed starting and for all this planting I'm going to be doing in March and April and May. And thank you so much for watching.